In 4 to 5 minutes, we'll start. Let your other friends or students join in. We'll start. So, my dear students, am I audible and is the video visible? If it is visible and my voice is audible, please type Y in the chat box. Just Y as a yes. If my voice is audible clearly to you and the video is visible, you can type Y in the chat box. Thank you, Sneha, Mrunmaiti. Thank you, Mrunmai. Ritu, thank you so much. So our esteemed guest and chief speaker of the day, Dr. Dilip Kumar Swain, he is already here. So Dilip sir, I would request you to turn the video mode on.
Yes, sir. What I should do?
Please turn the video mode on. Yes.
It is okay?
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for being gracing CareerX with your presence. It is really and highly required. Sir, it would be very nice if you can turn the camera into portrait mode so that both of us can look more better. It's in a portrait mode right now. If you can turn it to the landscape mode.
Mute mode, mute.
No, no, sir. You can flip the.
Flip.
Yes.
Okay. It's okay?
Absolutely perfect. So, sir, this is the CareerX session, episode 4, Career in Hotel Management. So, my dear students, we have already covered 3 episodes in this, and this is the 4th episode. And really, one of the lucrative career. How much career as a counselor I know, but I would always rate hotel management as one of the bestest because it has got a lucrative career where you don't have to do much, but you are paid very much. Now, today we have with us our esteemed speaker and the chief speaker of the day, Dr. Dilip Swain. I think if I'll go through his profile, I need a day to exaggerate about sir, what he has done, what he has achieved in his life. But a short profile and a short description about Dilip sir is he has served as a principal and retired as a HOD in Indian Institute of Hotel Management, and he has served into various profiles, like he has a permanent faculty, he's been the principal, he's been the HOD, he has been the ad hoc teacher, he has been a trainer, he has been a corporate trainer, he has been an empaneled faculty, and he has been also he also served as a guest faculty. So if I will take out the list, it's very big. And probably if I'll talk about his education, so Dr. Dilip has done his PhD from Utkal University and a PGDM from XIMB in finance and HR, dual specialization. And he has also done his BTech and MTech from Jadavpur University, and also done BSc in chemistry. Now, my dear students, those who are not able to think about the career beyond engineering, medical, see, in 1975, an individual, Dr. Dilip Swain, he took out the courage for such a non-conventional domain, food technology and biochemical engineering. This career, I think, at that time might be a rocket science for the student, but still he showed the courage to do it. And probably, students, I would also say that every career is better until and unless you have expertise in that. So, without wasting any more time, I'll simply go with that. Welcome, Dr. Dilip Swain.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Singh. Thank you. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. I'm able to hear you, sir. You are clear.
Okay.
So, sir, without wasting a single point of time, I would say that, sir, what is hotel management? The students have a query in their mind. What is hotel management?
If I differentiate these two terms, like hotel and management. Hotel, we used to tell, because as you are telling the students from class 10 and plus 2 are there. So I should tell hotel is called mostly, you'll find that home away from home. It's a home away from home. Okay. And management, as you know, that it comprises of a lot of activities like planning, organizing, coordinating, controlling, all these activities. Now, the management is, because hotel management is the field of business or the study that tends itself to the operational aspect of the hotel. And operational aspects are mostly front office, F&B service, food production, and your housekeeping. These are all operational aspects. Instead, in addition to that, it also looks at the affiliated areas like finance, marketing, information system, administration, HRM, strategy, maybe your change management. So look at all these areas. But partly, hotel management is a part of hospitality management. Why I am telling hospitality management? Because you say it's a broad term for hotel management now. Because in IHMs, a degree is given like BSc in hospitality and hotel administration. That's why inside hospitality, hotel management is scaled up to hospitality management. So that is hotel management, and you'll find that it is constantly evaluating the performance of all the operational areas and the performance of all the workers there, those who are working in different areas of hotel, and then modifying them and train them for better performances and all for the ultimate guest satisfaction.
Okay. So, sir, if I will compile all your answers, so together it is a service industry where you need management, where we need leadership, where we need a good strategic management, and even though we need very good communication. So, it is a purely a service industry.
Sure,
Am I-
sure, sure. Sure,
Okay.
sure. Thanks. Thank you.
So, my dear students, so we are on this lucrative session today. Those who are on Zoom and YouTube live. So please, if you have any questions, you can keep putting on question in the chat box. So whenever every 15 minutes, Dr. Dilip is going to address the questions of the students. So students, if you have any question related to hotel management, please go ahead with the chat box. Sir, with my next question, what is the perfect time when an individual should think about hotel management as a career option? Is it 8, 9, 10th, 11th, 12th?
See, there are different categories of courses in hotel management, that there are different categories of courses. So even after class 10, a student can opt for some courses, and after plus 2, they can opt for some courses. After graduation, they can opt for some courses. I am telling you a list, like suppose after class 10, they will go for 1.5 year diploma in food production, or diploma in F&B service, diploma in housekeeping, or they go for the certificate course in food production, or certificate course, because different institutes give different names. Certificate course in food production, or certificate course in F&B service, certificate course in housekeeping, like that. It is class 10. There is no entrance examination, but there is only marks are taken into consideration of class 10 marks. But in plus 2, after plus 2, a student should be encouraged to appear that NCHM CT, under NCHM CT, there are 64 institutes. So NCHM CT, a joint entrance examination, which is held every year in April. So that is a very good examination. According to their marks, according to the scores, they will be allotted different type of institutes. That's why after plus 2, they can opt for the degree course like BSc in H&HA, means BSc in Hospitality and Hotel Administration. And the plus 2 students can be arts or commerce or science, doesn't matter. Yes. And after graduation, they can go for PG diploma. There is a course called PG diploma in accommodation operation and management. So even in front office and housekeeping, that is focused on, and they can go for that course. So you will find that after class 10, this certificate course, after plus 2, the degree course, which is very, very important course, and they mostly get a lot of placements and higher like promotions and higher career progression in that particular line, and then PG diploma after graduation.
So, sir, what are the programs or courses offered in hotel management apart from BSc and MSc?
BSc and MSc is given in IHMs, but a lot of institutes, private institutes, for example, we have in Odisha, we have University of Culture, okay? So they used to offer like your Shoa University, Sikkha Anusandhan University in Odisha. Like similarly, a lot of universities also give a degree like BHM CT, Bachelor in Hotel Management and Catering Technology. We are giving BSc in H&HA, they are giving BHM CT, Bachelor in Hotel Management and Catering Technology, which is 4 years course. But we have 3 years course. And that BA Hotel Management, universities and institutes used to give diploma in hotel management, or maybe you have craftsmanship in food production, as I've told you, and Bachelor of Hotel Management. So these are mostly universities which are AICTE, which are approved by AICTE. They give 4-year degree course, and we have 3-year BSc course, that is degree course.
So that means that apart from BSc and MSc, we have BHMCT as one of the new upcoming careers which has been given by the private colleges and universities.
Universities, yeah.
So, sir, what are the skill sets that is required for a hotel management aspirant?
As you know that now you have just started with, you have like you like I think some to some extent, because whenever we are serving the guest, you will find if you are enter to a 5-star hotel, a cup of tea costs around 150 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees, 350 rupees, like that. If you go to foreign country, 500 rupees, 600 rupees, 1000 rupees. Why it is so? Because communication skill. Because that particular, because we have gone to Malaysia, Indonesia, and different countries, you will find that that particular skill, they know the language of different countries. So the students should know the language of different countries. It will be very important for them, like Italian or like your like English is a must, and Chinese, Japanese, if you know, to Japan. So what happens is communication skill along with language is very important. In India, mostly Hindi. Apart from that, local language. Suppose if you are working in South, if you know Telugu or Tamil or Kannada, so these are very important for a student to grow. And apart from that, they should have leadership skill, problem solving skill. They should have the patience to combat the stress in the field, because there may be stress in that particular line. That interpersonal relations, because when you are serving the guest like in F&B, so your interpersonal relation skills are very important, or you are working front office. So interpersonal skills, these are also important. Interpersonal skills, leadership skills, your communication skills, speaking and written, both, and your body language. And apart from that, your problem solving skills, immediate instant taking a decision making skills. These
Is it,
are
sir?
all required for that for a candidate to excel in this particular field.
So that means altogether we can say that a presence of mind, and altogether it should be a packet of behavioral patterns. A candidate should be a full packet.
Personality, behavior also matters a lot.
Uh, that's really very important information for the students. So students, if you have management abilities, you have a leadership ability, and you have a good communication where you can provide services to the human beings who come around you, then this career is a best fit for you. Now, sir, there are a lot of myths about hotel management. Parents and students, they don't want to pursue it as a career. So, what are those myths? Are those right or wrong, sir? Our students want to know that.
I will tell you one thing. When I have joined in 85, the IHM. So this became a central government institute. So I joined. Though I got a lot of offers from private industries, those are selected in private industries like NDDB and East Coast Breweries and IDBI Bank. But I prefer to join IHM because I want to be a teacher. Now, when I joined, then I have seen that students are not interested. That I'm talking about 1985. Okay, so it is now 2021. Maybe the mindset, I don't know. The must be changed, because in Odisha you will find initially girls were maybe 1 or 2 girls were studying. Now the number of girls in our IHM Bhubaneswar you will find it will be 60, 70, and we don't have hostels and yet to accommodate them. And they are from different states. Why? And they're from very good background and very good scoring students also in CBSE, ICSE, board level. Why I'm telling this? There was a mindset myth was because it is about cooking and serving food. I am giving my own example. I told my kaka, like my uncle, my पापा का जो भाई, उनका बेटा +2 पास हो गया. हम बोला तुम होटल ज्वाइन कर लो. तो my kaka was a teacher. He's a mathematics teacher. बोला अच्छा होटल मतलब he used to look at hotel in our locality where you will get a meal at 1 rupee, that time 1 rupee, 5 rupees a meal. वो डालमा राइस करने के लिए कह जाएगा क्या? No, not dalma rice. If you go to a 5-star hotel, you go to Bhubaneswar and see a 5-star hotel. That time Mayfair was not there, no, Swasti was there. So go to a hotel and see because the number of amount of money they pay. So it is not cooking and serving the food only, because if you ask a parent or a student maybe of that particular mindset, they will look at somebody with apron, white apron, serving the food or cooking the food. And the myth may be another thing, that the fellow will be restricted to hotel industry. They cannot go ahead, which is wrong. I am telling you why it is wrong. And people think that they either take time to establish themselves or settle themselves. No. Maybe another myth is there is no good prospects in hotel industry. I am telling you, those who are going for engineering or medical, you might, I am not, because I am an engineer. So I am not going for that. I am telling, suppose if you are going for engineering, now most of the students are going for IT sector, because there is core industry, there is no job. Mostly in IT sector, they know computer. And the hotel management graduate, when they know computer also, because computer is a subject taught. So when they know computer and other things, now what they used to do, that particular mindset is not there at all. You'll find now the students, with the parents of metropolitan cities like Kolkata, Chennai, or Delhi, or you'll find that there is a change, a lot of change. But in Odisha also, that changes are happening, because I have seen in one batch from Odisha, 22 students, Odia students were studying. That's a great thing. Now also the student number are increasing. Initially it was only one girl, or maybe no girls. Okay. So what I'm telling is, the mindset has to change, because the myth is incorrect. Because the myth will be there. Even we Indians, we have a traditional mindset, because Mahabharata, Ramayana, we used to check. So we have a myth like this will happen if you do this, that will happen. No, it's an innovative line. It's a creative line. Somebody used to prepare one omelette in UK, one restaurant is charging 4,000 rupees in Indian currency. 4,000 rupees,
Okay.
one omelette. One omelette.
One
Meaning
omelette.
he used to have a lot of ingredients into it. The ingredient cost does matter. So you'll find that anybody, the chef in Odisha, even unqualified, not getting hotel management degree, is getting around 1 lakh rupees per month. His hand is set. Up to his death, he will get that. So that myth is not there mostly now with the parents, but the students mostly opting for engineering and medical in Odisha mostly, but not in other states. Now in Odisha also that trend is changing. There is a lot of application from Odisha, and a lot of students are appeared this year also in joint entrance examination.
Very big statement you have given, sir, that yes, the students from Odisha are now connecting to this particular career, hotel management. They are looking it as a career now. So this is
Another, Mr. Singh, I am just adding another thing from my village, a long distance, like in Kendrapada, a long village remote area there, Narendrapur. So the students were not interested to join. As I have told you, my Kaka's son was not interested. So then another student joined. He was a very poor boy. My father told that this fellow is not doing anything, and please. So I have put him in food production. Now he's in Kuwait and he's in bakery section. He used to earn now around 70,000 rupees per month. A matriculation boy, class 10 pass, no other qualification. After class 10, he has done, I have suggested him that do food production. And this fellow has brought a lot of things for me as a gift. And this poor fellow has seen that his sister was married. He spent entire money. He has built a building in the village. And the students are being inspired. Then now, from our locality, around 25 to 30 students applying.
okay.
So
Sir,
what
now,
I'm telling is the trend is changing.
yes. So in this changing trend, sir, parents are very apprehensive about that. Pandemic has affected the hospitality industry, and the job and the career in the sector of hospitality has got affected. So is it really, sir?
I will tell you, pandemic is because every 100 years, as you know, you might have known the statistics. Every 100 years, pandemic will come, and this pandemic will be there with us. The pandemic will not go, even if you have taken that all vaccination, everything. like a cholera, malaria, this should be there with us. We don't have to be afraid of pandemic. What I'm telling is now the hotels in Dubai, in UK, because yesterday I met one of my students who was as a chief executive there. He has come. Dubai, the hotels are opened up. My own relation is working in Dubai. The hotel have opened up and they have gone. So UK, you might have seen the news also. France, Spain, and they are America. The hotels, restaurants. So to tell me which industry is not
So what
affected?
about India?
Which industry is not affected? All the industries is affected. Only construction work like infrastructure, civil engineering, that particular thing is not, mechanical is not affected because we have the students have the workers, migrant workers are packed up from the industry and came back. You might have seen a lot of things in the road, on the road. So all the industries are affected. Pandemic is pandemic. Every 100 years it will come. 1920 it came, to 2020
Absolutely.
it came.
Absolutely.
1920, 5 crores people died. But 2020, luckily, 60 lakhs, around 50, 60 lakhs people died.
Yes.
That is the thing. Pandemic will be there, but parents should not be afraid because this will not last long. Then why you have vaccination? In Odisha, you might have seen every today trend also around 500-600. It was around 10,000. It is now dropping, except Kerala, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. You see that in India, it is around 30,000 or so. So it will be there up to December. Then it will again die down.
So here, sir, one of the student has a question that but the parents doesn't allow females for the hospitality and hotel management.
See, you are telling this, but we are not finding hostel seats for the accommodating girl students. Girls are interested in studying in IHM Bhubaneswar because of our accommodation facilities. 60-70 girls are applying. Initially, it was 3 or 4. I am telling about 85. I have seen one girl studying in third year and one girl studying in second year. And 2 girls were from first year. But now you'll find the girls' numbers are increasing. Those who do not know the statistics, do not keep in touch with the informations, they should keep pace with the informations because it's not a male-oriented career. Because you'll find females are more, because management things, females are most important in guest relations. In the family, you might have seen our mother is the most HR, is a big HR, as I have seen, big HR and big food production manager as compared to any other manager in the world.
Yes.
So guest relations, females are more preferred over male because due to their pleasing personality, punctuality, and fair, better as verbal and interpersonal communication. Because ladies used to be very cautious about their work and skill, so they're very good at handling problems, patience. You might have seen a lot of serials also students used to see. Now the things are changing. Those who do not have this information, they should keep pace with the information.
Okay, sir.
This
Sir,
is not, and it is women and
sir,
women
with your
empowerment is there.
context, sir, I'm interrupting in between. With your context, I have, sir, a beautiful question with which you can give a remarkable answer to the parents and information to the parents. Sir, sir, is it hotel management safe for girl child?
See, I am telling it is totally safe in the sense in IT, you'll find those who are working, those who are doing engineering and going for IT or general line, they're going for IT. Their working hours is also at night. Sometimes they come at night. And girls, I'm telling you, depending upon their schedule, they have a work shift. And normally, girls are finding the daytime shift. There is no nighttime shift for girls, mostly in the hotels in India. And I'm telling you, and foreign countries, you do not come because there is no need to go for any panic because they have all arrangements of security. And security in a day also will be there. And the girls moves out also it was there. Then if the girls will be afraid of girls will be afraid of that, then they cannot be earning member. But I used to prefer and tell all my girls, because I used to tell my students, you are all my girl child, because I don't have a daughter. So all the students of girl students are my daughters, and my
Yes.
sons are there. And when I want that my daughter to have a job, it may be 5,000, it may be 10,000, it may be 50,000, but job must be there, because there is no guarantee that your like your married life or after the post life, what will happen? You must be earning member. Some money should be there in your pocket. So a lot of girls are inspect. So it's a mindset. Come out of it. You have to come out of it. Safe, why I'm telling? Because Mr. Singh, you have a very pertinent question, because you'll find that working hour, there is shift duty, and in the day shift mostly they are allowed. And those who are working in kitchen, for example, even day shift they are allowed. And some girls, for your information, from Bhubaneswar, they are becoming head chef. They prefer to work at night. What I'm telling is, all the industries are comfortable because there are a lot of maybe boys or male who are same. Because the things are changing, educated. They are not unpad nahi hai. They are not illiterate. And anything will happen, CCTV camera, you will find that everywhere it is there.
Absolutely right, sir.
So why you are not telling, suppose you have to sing up in the road, this CCTVs. If the road is totally empty, you cannot cross if there is a red light. Because we Indians who have a habit of crossing the road, but it will come to your hotel where you are staying, the amount of fine. What I am telling is, it will take some time, but you will find most of the time CCTVs are there now. In institutes you have, in our institute we have also, and in hotels the CCTV is always there. All the offices now CCTVs are there. So don't worry for that safety part of it.
Okay, sir.
Safety depends on one thing, the skill, the girls, because our chief minister and other ministers, prime minister, they are encouraging girls to have karate and judo. They should know martial arts. What will happen? Nothing will happen. They are going for space. Now they have opened up in NDA. How they will tackle in NDA? At night also they have to serve in the borders. NDA is now open for the girls. To tell the parents, girls demanded, the NCC girls demanded why we cannot join NDA. Supreme Court has given a ruling that girls can join NDA.
Agree, sir. Agree, sir. Now, sir, I think a little bit pacing up the. Sir, we have a short of time, so we'll be pacing up this complete expert talk series, sir. With that, sir, what is the salary that is offered for hotel management aspirants?
See, I'll tell you, for craft students, the salary will be less, like those who are doing up to class 10. Starting salary always will be in Odisha, for example, 7,000-8,000. Maybe in other states it is more for craft students, those who are doing 1.5 years course. For those who are 3 years course, there are two programs. One is management training, another is operational training, which is called HOT, Hotel Operational Training. Management training gets more salary. Maybe starting salary will be 20 to 25,000, and the operational training gets maybe 15 to 20,000. But with a span of 1 year or two, they get 30 to 40,000. The high hotel industry is much more as compared to any other industry. Apart from that, they have fringe benefit. Roti, kapda, or makan. Roti, kapda, makan free in this slide. Sasta, sundar, majboot course. So salary is this one. Yes.
So comments, sir has already said roti kapda makan. So this is free in this industry. So those who are working in the IT sector, food sector, they are spending a lot for the house, for the rent of the house or rent of the PG they are living in, and for their clothes and for their food. And probably three of the things is free. And even though you earn 45-50,000, everything goes into your pocket. Am I right,
no,
sir?
What happens is accommodation. Some hotels you to provide. Some hotels do not provide accommodation. They give the house rent. But खाना तो आपको जो चाहे मिलता है. They have a staff meal, but there is always a connection with all these F&B service with the kitchen department, everything. So the best food they used to have mostly. So khana or आपका like your dresses also they used to provide. And what happens is it's a comfortable atmosphere. In air conditioned atmosphere you will stay. Kitchen, okay, kitchen you stay inside and you have a shift duty. But most of the other areas are mostly air conditioned.
Sir, here Padma Jyoti has a beautiful question for you, sir. Working in the future with this career has a disadvantage of no holidays. Is it true?
No, holidays are there. Who is telling no holidays? What I'm telling is holidays, they used to give weekly 1 day off. Weekly 1 day off. But there is they have a compound because different hotels have different policies. Government hotels have different policies, private hotels have different policies, and multinational hotels have different policies. What happens is they have a different policy guideline. They also give holidays. Who is not telling that holidays are not given, but only thing is you will not require holidays. Suppose one of my relations married also. He is working in a hotel in Dubai. He came for a month. How? He asked his manager, a senior like your CEO, sir, I want to leave because I want to get married. They have given the holidays for 1 month. Now he has just joined. It's not like that. There is holidays and they have different rules and regulations. Say, that is being governed also by private industrial law. Always IR is there. Industrial law, industrial relations are also there, and the eyes of law is always there on private properties and other properties. So you cannot exploit everybody that no holidays, nothing there. But only thing is, students do not want holidays in the sense, comfortable atmosphere. Sometimes the workload, once you grow up, you have become a senior, the responsibility is more. The workload as such physically is not there. So to say.
Okay.
So you plan.
Okay.
And that is the thing, it is there. It is industrial law, they have to abide the industrial law.
Absolutely, better, sir. It's going very
Excuse
great.
me, sir.
Yes. Shreya,
Sir, yes, sir, can I know what are the courses for hotel management after 12th and placements?
okay. Okay.
As I told you before that the courses offered are mostly BSc in H and HA up to +2. That is under NCHM CT, 64 institutes are there. And there is a government institutes. And BHM CT is offered by universities. We have also in Odisha SOA, like a Shiksha and Anusandhan University, School of Hotel Management. They are giving 4-year degree course. That is your 4-year degree course, BHM CT, Bachelor in Hotel Management and Catering Technology.
Okay,
And
sir. Yes, I've already addressed this question. So, Shreyashi, what you can do is you can watch it on YouTube also. It is available. So, already sir has addressed this question. So, probably sir will be moving forward. Sorry to interrupt, sir, but we are running short of time. So, we need to complete the agenda for the today session. And, sir, do we have private universities conducting entrance exam for hotel management?
which one? Can you repeat the question, please?
Private universities in India.
Private, yes, private universities are there in all over the world, and in India they are conducting their own entrance examination. For example, SOA is having their own entrance examination. Shiksha and Anusandhan University is having their own examination, and you will find that your welcome group of hotels, ITC, they have a different type of program, and they also have entrance examination. Overage, they have OCLD. Okay, so they have entrance examination. Aurangabad, Taj group of hotels have entrance examination, and all the universities are having different type of examination. If you have time, I can tell you by telling you if you have time. Suppose, for example, IIHM's ECT, EHAT, International Institute of Hotel Management, Electronic Common Hospitality Admissions Test. It is for 6 IIHM, Kolkata, Delhi, Bengaluru, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Pune. There is AIMA UGAT, that is All India graduate aptitude test. That is for BHM course. And Goa University, Culinary Institute of Durgapur, SR Institute, YSR National Institute of Tourism, and apart from that, DTE, because DT HMCT, your Director of Technical Education, we have also Director of Technical Education, Hotel Management and Catering Technology. OJE, you know, OJE, Odisha joint entrance. Similarly, all the states also, they have joint entrance. Then you have maybe Oberoi, you have a STEP exam, like your Systematic Training and Education Program. They have an exam called STEP. So all the private institutes have different type of examinations.
So, sir, for NCA, as you said that NCHM JE is one of the entrance examination to get into hotel management. So, what are the total marks covered, and what a candidate should target a score to crack it?
CSA, they have, in this particular pandemic, they have given a multiple choice question of 200 marks. 200 marks. 200 marks, they are having different categories of marks. Like, for example, 115 to 123. They have cutoff mark for the open category. Open means general category. General category 115 to 123 out of 200. Similarly, for physically handicapped, there is some low marks like around 106 to 100 something. And for physically handicapped, OBC, they have 90 to 95. OBC, they have also 90 to 100 something like that. So there are different cutoff marks. But 200 marks out of 200 marks, one can score better because there is always Arihant book. They can previous year's question paper they can see. They can always practice. They should get in touch with the newspaper daily. I advise the students to get in touch with the newspaper daily because a lot of GK questions come, mathematical ability, mathematical aptitude test. Then they have analytical ability test. So they have a lot of things, computer success, computer master, they can see, and they can see different type of questions. They can, and they keep in touch with that. They will definitely crack. No question.
So, sir, if you will rate as top 5 IHM in India.
Which one?
Top 5 IHM in India.
Rated highest, top ranking. Are you meaning
Yes,
top ranking?
Yes, sir.
Top
Yes.
ranking, you see, as per the placements and other old institutes are concerned, we have IHM Mumbai, IHM Chennai, IHM Kolkata, IHM Bengaluru, and IHM is also now is one of the leading institutes compared to IHMs because we have more infrastructure. Even for girls, we can have a hostel, separate hostel, which can accommodate around 70 girls. And boys, 300 boys can be accommodated in hostels. Now the new hostels are coming up. We have an auditorium. We have an EDC, Educational Executive Development Center, which is like a hotel, 10 rooms hotel, which the students used to study and they used to look after those property. And secondly, we have very good infrastructure coming up, has come up these days. And Bhubaneswar is also coming maybe after them. But first ranking, I must say, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Chennai.
And sir, if I'll ask you about top private universities in all over India.
Private universities, I have told you, like private universities can tell, in my opinion, like Welcome Group of ITC, Welcome Group,
Yes.
Taj, like Aurangabad, Oberoi, OCLD, and maybe you will find that private institutes, SRM Institute is there. SOA also is coming up because SOA is having a good package and they are doing far better as compared to others. And there are a lot of universities, Goa universities there. There are a lot of universities coming up. Maybe you have Culinary Institute, Durgapur. You have YSR, National Institute of Tourism and Hospitality. Mahatma Gandhi Vidya Mandir College of Hotel Management. There are a lot of institutes are coming up. These are also good private institute, private. And apart from that, International Institute of Hotel Management in Kolkata and 7 IIHM, as I've told you. they are also coming in good ranking.
So what is the entry route? Here the student have a question that what is the entry route to pursue hotel management abroad?
Abroad. Okay, very good question. Abroad, there is a English proficiency test. English proficiency test they have to qualify, and there is also another test called SAT and ACT. Okay, Scholastic Aptitude Test, and there is American testing that is like your. I'll tell you that two examinations are most important. This must go through. That is, one is so English proficiency test is a must. Apart from that, they should go for SAT and CAT score, SAT and ACT score. Then they have a letter of consideration and other formalities like your school living, class 10, plus 2 marks, like that, everything. And they can see in the website, or they can keep in touch with any of the universities. They will tell, because from Odisha and even from USS Nagar, a lot of students are studying in Australia and New Zealand. So it is there.
Okay, so SAT and ACT is the exam which the student has to.
The English proficiency test and these two scores are very
for
important.
English proficiency test, they have to go for IELTS.
Canada and America, they are accepting, because most of the and different countries have different categories, but these scores are being highly recognized.
Okay. That's right. So students, you have to target SAT and ACT as an entrance examination, and TOEFL and IELTS for English proficiency test. Now, sir, the student has a question regarding hotel management as a career. So, sir, if we are working in a hotel management industry, sir, are we paid well after 4 to 5 years?
After 4 to 5 years, they should not ask. They should get the job and see that. And then only they can telephone me, give my phone number. They can telephone me and tell. Why I am telling this? I compared this one with engineering. And students like, I do not compare, but I have seen that those who are doing engineering or medical, you see, medical, I am not going against any particular profession. See, they are working for 5 years, and one of my friend's son was working in the state government in Baleshwar. Now, 24/7 job. You are telling working hours. He was telling that he was not able to appear PG exam because government has told that if you this year not appear PSC, next year you cannot appear. So he appeared, he got through, and now 24/7, 5 days work. He is not able to breathe.
Okay.
Now, this is not there. You can have a cup of tea, cup of coffee, you can smile, you can see the smile, you can have a smile, exchange a smile with the guests. You have a lot of innovative ideas. So you will find that as a management trainee, if you join, as I've told you, there are two options. One is management trainee, another is hotel operation trainee. Management trainee, if you join, even after 4 to 5 years, you become assistant manager. So the salary will be totally hiked. Like say, if you start with 15 to 20,000, then it will be around 40 to 50,000 with other fringe benefits. I'm telling other fringe benefits. Then if you become general manager, because sometimes students don't stay in that hotel. For example, they joined Oberoi's, they joined Taj, they joined ITC Welcome, they joined Leela, they joined Shangri-La, they joined different good properties. They shift, because you will find that in the coming years, there is a lot of demand for the hotel educated professionals, because there is a scarcity of hotels in our country. For example, we have around 8,000 to 10,000 private institute milake, 8 to 10,000 students coming up every year. But our requirement of manpower is 1 lakh. Remember this. So there is high demand. That's why the movement is faster. So new hotels coming up, once you are here as an assistant manager, management trainee, you can go abroad. You'll find that abroad, the salary, one of my relations came now, he has not got placement here in Bhubaneswar. I told that go to Dubai. He started with 30,000. He told me after maybe 15 pass out, 16 pass out, Now it is 21. He was telling me in 2020, when after 4 years, he's getting 1 lakh rupees per month. 1 lakh rupees per month. See the hike, 30,000, 1 lakh. Now he got accommodation, he got food. You are telling about the leave part of it. He got 1 month leave and married to a hotel management girl. I insisted you marry one hotel management girl. Where doctors marry doctors, hotel management should marry one hotel management girls. So what I'm telling is, you are telling that salary hike. He was telling me he served one of the countries like king, like Gulf country like Bahrain or somewhere. Then served for 3 days. 3 of them got 1 lakh. Total got 1 lakh fringe benefit. Tips.
Okay.
Tips they have given 1 lakh. Tips each 3 lakhs rupees they have given.
Okay.
Because in dollars, if you are speaking well, you know languages, even foreigners, those who are coming, you know French, you know Japanese, even a boy who is carrying your bag from the luggage from your car and keeping it maybe inside the hotel, if you are talking nicely in the language, you get 70,000-80,000 rupees per month. Which line, you tell me, which line is paying like this? No line.
I think I'm wondering, sir, if I would have attended this session 10 to 15 years back, I would have joined the hotel management industry.
Sure. And for your information, Mr. Singh, I have a very favorite friend. His name is Harpal Singh Sokhi. Turban Tadka. You see the channel, Turban Tadka. We used to invite him most of the time, and most of you are now one of my student. I forgot his name. He is working in now Taj Group of Hotel as a chef, assistant chef. He was also Punjabi. He told me, sir, आप घर बनाए हैं? हम बोला सोच रहे हैं. ना सर, आप जितना पैसा जरूरत है हम देंगे. I was telling my son and my wife, देखो मेरा स्टूडेंट ऐसा है that मैंने वो बोलता है तो एटलीस्ट ही इज टेलिंग सर का समझ में आता है. So what I'm telling, Harpal Singh Sokhi, now crores of rupees. He was working with Sanjeev Kapoor. Do you know? He when I joined, he was in second year. Harpal Singh Sokhi. We used to invite him. He's a celebrity chef. Turban Tadka, you see the channel. He used to prepare most of the veg items, but which are very lucrative. IAS officers used to hang around him. So what I'm telling is, this line is a so like your year line, like your money, like a lottery. I am telling you, once your hand is set to prepare an item, the guest wanted, because when we goes to Mayfair Hotel or somewhere, like your crown, Mr. Rahim, who was the chef, he died recently in COVID. He was uneducated, but he was getting 1 lakh rupees per month. I used to tell him, आपको क्लियर सूप मेरे को चाहिए, आपका क्लियर सूप बहुत अच्छा लगता है. क्लियर सूप वो चिंगड़ी डालमा बनाता है, क्राब डालमा बनाता है. आई एम टेलिंग यू व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग, मटन डालमा बनाता है. व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग इज, दिस लाइन द मनी इज नॉट ए कंस्ट्रेंट एट ऑल. लॉट ऑफ मनी.
Okay, so that means the growth and the pace is very good. So, student have a question that is there any requirement to do a master's program in hotel management?
There is no need. There is no need, because in bachelor's, in my opinion, I used to suggest my students, if you want to be a teacher, then masters. Now they have made compulsory. Masters with PhD, they have made it compulsory. But with a job, for a job, you don't have to do masters. Now, if you want to do masters with your own money, because I have pushed most of the students, they have financial burden on the parents. I told, don't ask parents for money. You have your own income. Go to Switzerland, go to America, go to Paris, go to France, and do a masters. Not in India. No need. And most of them are doing this, and they are very successful. They're in touch with me. Many of them are in touch with me. What I'm telling is, masters is not essential at all. But bachelors, you do a job, have experience. आपको मन करेगा, you want to be a teacher, you want to be a lecturer, you want to be a professor, then you go for masters and PhD.
Yes, sir, there is some very conventional queries. Whenever I counsel students, they ask me that, sir, for hotel management, go to abroad, spend 5 to 8 years of healthy life there and get a healthy experience, come back in India, settle down and start a business. So how far it is true?
It is true. Many of them are doing that. Many of them are doing that.
Okay.
It is true. It is totally true. Because you see, the amount of money, I am telling about the boy from my village. He was a very poor boy. For information, Mr. Singh, he was a very poor boy. So I wanted to help him, in the sense I helped him in admission. And I have seen that he will pass. He is, what the amount of money, I asked him, what work you are doing there, sir, bakery. Will bakery products that what we are producing here, the same or different? Now it is same. But salary, you see, 64,000. Which hotel in Odisha bakery after class 10? Nobody. So what he's planning to open a restaurants in Odisha. He will come back. So what many of them, they used to work there, have lot of money, and many of them have promised me, sir, we will come back and we will keep in touch with you. You will be our your consultant. I told, okay, pre-consultancy is there available with me, social consultancy and industrial consultancy. As much as I know, I will do that. I don't know, because students like me a lot. Girls and boys, but I used to tell them sons and daughters. So what I'm telling is, most of them have made a promise they will come back and open their own, they will be entrepreneur. They will open their own enterprise.
So that means this is not a myth, this is actually the truth. And so one of the students asking for Japan, do we have to go for ACT and SAT, SAT, ACT, TOEFL, IELTS, or we have some different examination for Japan?
You can tell him to see the website, see the Google, search karke, or keep in touch with the Japanese, any organization but mostly like your GMAT, GRE, TOEFL, all it happens. Mostly it happens. Like these courses are all over the world is acceptable. But only thing is they can have a different exam for different universities. Maybe, I don't know. That they can check out and see.
So one last question to be addressed by the student. Sir, I want to work in cruise and ships. So what experience and how many years of experience and what I have to do in that case?
What happens is after class 10, I have told you, craftsmanship, those who have done 1.5 years course, they have gone also cruise lines in cruise. And those who have completed 3 years also, they have gone in cruise. Now, the salary will be a bit different as compared to 3 years and this year, like 1.5 years, because the amount of knowledge and expertise and skill, technical skill is different. Because 3 years technical skill is different than 1.5 years. What happens is they initially pay around say 30,000-40,000 rupees. But cruise lines, what happens in Chennai or Mumbai, they have a different institute, which one of my students was telling, they used to, you have to know the ingredients in different languages. For example, you have to know the ingredients in German language. You have to know the ingredients in French language. Because the chefs may not be Indian. The chef may be from other countries. They used to understand other languages. So they will tell you, bring this particular ingredient. So they will tell you in maybe French or German. So they used to get a training there around 6 months, 3 months to 6 months. They pay some rupees, 25,000 to now maybe 50,000 rupees. And those institutes help them to grow in cruise lines. And cruise line is a very lucrative line. It is a hard-working line. Like there is a strenuous job, but money and the exposure you will get from going to different countries. The ship will go to different countries and you will travel to different countries. Now you get lot of money if you not spend by going out of your ship and spending money, suppose in America or but I have seen one student of mine, Mr. You must be knowing, I don't know. Jitan Sahu. Jitan Sahu is my favorite student. He has set up a bakery in Itamati, Nayagarh. He was a very poor student. Now also he is in touch with me. He has gone in cruise lines, American cruise lines, and he has set up. He had no land. He has purchased 2 acres of land. He has made a building in his house, and he has set up a bakery. Now putting around 10 lakhs rupees. His brother-in-law Himanshu Sahu, when the Harpal Singh Sokhi's batch in 85, 86, he has set up an institute in. He is in cruise lines, but a 3-year degree. So 3-year diploma at that time, and now he has set up an institute in Madras, in Chennai, and Culinary Institute, where he is earning a lot of money. So cruise lines, anybody can go, but you have to opt for food production mostly. Food production.
Okay, so food production is the domain. So students, if you want to go for cruises, so sir, is the tenure is 9 months and 3 months, 9 months on the water and 3 months on the land for holiday? Is the same?
Around the things are changing, but normally they have a shift like lot of holidays, but the working hours like 8 hours working hours. 8 hours is working hours. I ask my students how many hours? 8 hours, but you have to take rest inside the ship. You cannot go out that time. Then you ask, because passenger ship, what happens? Passenger, those you might have seen that those who are in train, for example, we are going on Rajdhani Express, we are going on an aeroplane. So mostly the foods, breakfast, lunch, and dinner will be ready by in time. That's why there is shift duty. And foreigners, as you know, as different the guests from different countries used to travel, they have a different type of breakfast. Sometimes they used a common breakfast, but sometimes they demand different breakfast. So you have to prepare different breakfast for them. You have to prepare different type of menu in the lunch. Then you have to prepare for dinner. That's why the working like your tenacity is very hard, intensive work. But you have a lot of money.
So thank you, sir. It was a really healthy discussion. So one last question for our students. What mantra or advice or suggestion would you like to give to our young mass for this lucrative career?
What mantra I should give? But only thing I should tell them, that decision is yours. Take the right decision. Don't watch in lot of serials, lot of films. You take your own decision of life. Decision, somebody is telling this, somebody is telling that, parents are telling this, uncle is telling that, my friend is telling that, this is not a good line, that line. But decision is yours. You know your strength, you know your weaknesses, you know the opportunities, you know the threats. SWOT analysis you must do. If you know that you cannot excel in engineering line, you cannot excel in medical line, or you cannot afford the cost in engineering line or medical line, you will find that around 10, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs rupees. And salary will be around around 15, 20,000 rupees starting with, like hotel management. Hotel management, National Council, you have to spend 4 lakhs rupees. Now it is 350, because I was asking yesterday. It is now for 3 years, 350, 3 lakhs 50,000 fees. But hostel and other things, or if you stay outside, things should be different. What I'm telling is, this is the Sasta Sundar Majboot course, in my opinion.
Yes.
Roti Kapda Makan, Sasta Sundar Majboot course. It's a golden opportunity for the students, those who do not know, golden opportunity to opt for this line, because it is a line of creativity, innovation, and exposure. You meet a lot of people. Every day will be interesting. Apart from money, salary part of it, as I've told you, there is no scarcity of growth. There is no halt in the growth. But you will find that you become creative, you become innovative in making a food item. You become innovative in keeping a guest relation. You meet celebrities there. Who meets celebrities? A mechanical engineer working, or a electrical engineer working inside the factory meets a celebrity like Hema Malini, or maybe anybody like, okay?
So nowadays it is because of Ranveer Singh.
Sachin Tendulkar, or maybe your Virat Kohli, who is meeting? These people are, these students, our students are meeting them. That's why it's a different line. Take your own decision. Interested in a creative line, innovative line. Assess your strengths. I can be a very good speaker. I can communicate well. Or you increase your communication skill. Increase your communication skill, interpersonal skill. Be friendly with everybody. There is no work in hotel industry. That is, we are not making satellites. Only talking. Communication is the first criteria. For example, Mr. Singh, I am very happy to talk to you. The point is, the day one, Jaswant sir was telling me, Jaswant is a good friend of mine, so told me about you, and the first day I talked to you, then I accepted. The point is, this skill tied me up. Okay? So this communication skill will tie the guest. He will come to the hotel again and again. The revenue will be increased. Once the revenue of that particular industry will increase, or sector will increase, or that property will increase, they will definitely hike your salary. No constraint.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, a lot.
For making this.
Thank all my students. Thank the students, those who are watching also. From my side, thank the students, those who are watching. And maybe if they want, we can have another session if they want at all. Okay?
Sure, sir. We will be conducting these kind of sessions. It will be continued throughout the year for the students. And thank you, my dear students, for having patience and listening to your career which you want, hotel management. Your career which interests you and have a lucrative field, as sir has given a lot of information and has given a lot of clarity about hotel management as a career. And thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation and giving us your valuable time and sharing about your experience in the hotel management industry. And today's interactive session was more than an experiential session. And probably what I have learned from this session today is hotel management is a career where we don't have to don't have to run after a money. We don't have to go for a hefty and a Herculean money. We don't have to look for a huge fees. So what is here is the industry.
It is a lifestyle. Hotel management is a lifestyle.
So lifestyle where we need communication. If we are a good communication,
Sure.
we like human being, we like servicing human being, we like interacting with the human being, and probably in one word we will call it as a seva. अगर हम सेवा करना चाहते हैं मैनेजमेंट इन द इंडस्ट्री, तो इट्स नॉट ओनली हमें यहाँ पे दवा पैसा बल्कि दुआ भी मिलती है. So very beautiful session, sir, and very interactive and knowledgeable session. And thank you so much, sir, and for making CareerX episode 4 successful one. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, a lot. Okay.
So CareerX signing off for the day.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night.